Hello, everyone. Welcome to your weekly tech update, the show that explores the newest, coolest, and sometimes crazy side of tech available on the interwebs. I am your tech director, Ray McNeil. Coming up on the program today, Starship nabs another $90 million in funding to expand its autonomous delivery robot services globally. A friend of mine made a video about when we created an active rock station together in the middle of Wyoming. It seems he got his hands on the original computer, and what he found blew me away. Happening in this week's What The, a guy has mounted a highly dangerous 200-watt laser to the roof of his car. And of course, we'll wrap up the program with this week's Moment of Joy. All that and a whole lot more coming up on today's edition of your weekly tech update. Next. Veteran autonomous delivery robot developer Starship Technologies has announced it has raised an additional $90 million in funding to expand its micro-logistics services to additional territories around the globe. Starship Technologies was founded in 2014 by Skype co-founders Ati Henla and Janice Fries, based on the idea that autonomy can help many of the challenges in last-mile deliveries. The company's L4 autonomous delivery robots have completed over 6 million trips to date, transporting meals, packages, groceries, and important documents to students and other customers. In August 2023, that mileage total was 5 million, operating in 30 different areas. Today, Starship's robots have expanded to 80 locations worldwide, including the US, UK, Germany, Denmark, Estonia, and Finland. During its decade-long run, the autonomous delivery robot developer has raised $160 million, but just shared that it has garnered an additional $90 million to continue to expand its last-mile delivery services. In a press release, Starship Technology shared details of its $90 million funding round and states that the fresh funds will be used to help expand its autonomous robot delivery operations worldwide and capitalize on the growing demand for seamless home deliveries. In addition to the expansion across new territories while providing delivery as a service to its existing partners, Starship plans to continue developing machine learning to further develop its AI, wireless charging infrastructure, and other last-mile delivery technology. Starship Technology co-founder and CEO Ati Henla elaborated a bit, saying that autonomous delivery isn't some science fiction concept from Blade Runner for decades in the future. It's a reality for hundreds of thousands of people every day. Building a company like Starship takes at least a decade of perfecting the technology, streamlining operations, and reducing costs to make that last-mile autonomous delivery viable and sustainable at a scale. Now we're ready to take on the world, and with ambitions to build a category-dominating company that can change the daily lives of millions of people in thousands of locations worldwide. Starship states that each autonomous delivery robot can run for 18 hours straight on a full charge and can safely navigate snow, rocky terrain, or any other blockages on a given route. The average delivery only uses the same amount of energy as boiling a kettle for a single cup of tea. To date, the startup's wheelie-popping, talking robots have displaced nearly 180 million kilograms of carbon dioxide. You gotta check out the video on YouTube for more information, but it's definitely something that we are going to see a lot more of. Ubisoft's long-awaited pirate adventure Skull and Bones is finally out. And if you're curious but put off by the unexpectedly steep price tag, well, there is some good news for you. An 8-hour trial version is available, so you can see what it's all about without paying a penny. Skull and Bones was expected to come in with a fairly moderate price tag, given that it's all in on the live service thing, including a battle pass and in-game stores selling a range of cosmetics for premium currency, but no, it's a full-price game, $60 for the standard edition on PC and $70 on consoles. It's actually $90 here in Australia. Ubisoft's CEO recently defended the price, describing Skull and Bones as, quote, a quadruple A game. Really? And saying that people will really see how vast and complete the game is once they play it. The challenge, of course, is convincing them to take that step in the first place. $60 is a lot to pay to indulge curiosity after all, especially given that the reception to the pre-release open beta was not universally great, which is where the trial comes into play. Head on over to the storefront of your choice for PC, that's Epic and Ubisoft, and opt for the free trial version of the game. You'll get 8 hours to check this game out, and it seems to be just enough to get you past the tutorial and really get you into exploring the area. And the progress that you earn in the trial is going to carry over to the full game if you decide to spring for it. The launch of Skull and Bones seems to be going reasonably smooth so far, at least to the extent that nothing appears to have exploded, metaphorically that is. Ubisoft has already addressed some issues, including contract completion requirements, resource regeneration timing, and some server wonkiness, and more work is ongoing as well. How will it fare in terms of players, free trial or not, remains to be seen because Skull and Bones isn't on Steam. We don't really have access to concurrent player counts or user reviews, and the next Ubisoft quarterly financial report, where the company will presumably say something about it, isn't until May. We'll just have to wait and see how this game works out as people have time to get into its expansive story. I do have to say, though, side by side with Assassin's Creed Black Flag, which is where the idea came from for this game, Black Flag still kind of looks better, and it's a several-year-old game. In fact, we're going on, 11 years ago or something they started work on Skull and Bones? I'm going to have to check out the trial myself to see if it's worth putting money into, but if they held true to Black Flag, and it's just as fun and the gameplay is still there, it very well could be worth the $60 to $90 that they're asking for it.